Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with Disabled Vets Perspective, and time is getting short. Saw a couple articles over the last couple of days I wanted to talk to you about. First off, it turns out the little thing that you're going to have to show on your telephone, if you want to live. Turns out that son of a bitch was created many years ago with an expectation release date of about now. Weird, right? Also, I saw some information yesterday about the mayor of Denver, talking about mandatory things going into you. And in the article, it said willing to use police enforcement. And then we have New York. Mr. de Blasio talking about mandatory for New York. Well, you need to understand something. Mandatory, demand, we will enforce, and all this crap, it's all intimidation tactics. They cannot do it. They can make your life miserable, more than it already is with the way things are right now. They can make it difficult, but they cannot force you to do anything. They cannot force you to cause harm to yourself. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, there's only a small chance of injury with this thing. Well, there's actually a large chance. Just the numbers are being suppressed. The information is being hidden. And it's a collaborative effort to depopulate. That's the key word of the day, kids. It is meant to do reduction in the burden upon the earth and society and bring us into perpetual balance with nature. Reference Georgia Guidestones. Okay? It's their first commandment. And all you got to do is listen to their language that they use all the time. That people are killing the planet, that we're a burden to everything, that we're going to be the demise of civilized society. And then you got to look at where they're focusing the efforts on the mandatory prick. It is always going to be Western civilizations. You know why? Because we are independent free thinkers. They don't want that. It's been made perfectly clear that the Asian countries, because of their devout loyalty to leadership, that their numbers will be the least to be removed. Western civilizations are going to be the most to be removed. The United States has one of the highest numbers. In a document that I found on a estimated census for population of these United States of America, it said in that document that right now, actually it was like, 2000 something. Anyway, at the beginning of this census, it said population 319 million, and that's not including the people that are helping themselves into our South and becoming residents of this country without, documentation, all that. So, 319 million is the estimated population. By the year 2025, the population of the United States will be 69 million. How in the hell does that happen? You only need one guess, but I'd give you two guesses. You'll probably get it on the first try. But this is serious shit, folks. This is time to make very serious decisions. You will have some hard choices to make. Do you continue the comforts that are given to you by this illusion that is created around us? Or do you hold up to your convictions? Do you guard yourself and say, No, I will not comply. Me, I will not comply. I do not fear death. Don't fear torture. There's nothing that they can do to me that would make me sell out, because I'm very comfortable in the fact that I know there's way more going on than what we have in this physical vessel that we drag around and break down and disintegrate over our period of years of using it. There's much more. I see spirits all the time, and I don't even need an aluminum foil hat to say that. I have been that way since I was a little kid. I see family members all the time that come and visit. I see people that I've never met before that come and visit. I know there is more. And if you have an open mind and you listen, like my grandfather here says, listen to the wind. Listen to the world around you. It'll help you. It'll tell you what you need to know. God will protect you. And that, I just absolutely guarantee. It's just not even a question. In one of my last videos, I mentioned that, when I got out of the military, I got out because I completely disintegrated my back, and I had to have it rebuilt from asshole to elbow with titanium. So I have mostly a metal back right now. And because of that, I wasn't able to keep a job. I couldn't work more than a few days at a time before I'd crash and burn and have to spend a couple of 3 weeks in bed. Now, not a sympathy story. It doesn't matter. I got over it. We survived it. But what the point I'm making is, God will take care of you. Because when we hit our lowest point, when I didn't even have a nickel in my pocket, we needed diapers, we needed formula, we needed this, we needed that. My kids were babies. They were never going to suffer. I would do whatever it took. But out of the blue, we would get something in the mail, or somebody that, from years ago that all of a sudden called just out of the blue, said, hey man, I've been looking for you. I've been trying to get you back that money you loaned me. Remember that $100 you gave me back, 5-6 years ago when I was in bad shape? I wanted to get that back to you. And all of a sudden, the money was there to get what we needed. And this ain't bullshitting. This is absolute fact. Lisa can back up everything I say. So, to worry about what their plan is and all of their threats of mandatory this and forced that, it's nothing but idle threats. They can't hurt you if you are protected. If God is looking out for you, there's nothing they can do. So, I'm not the preacher type. I'm not going to try to shove religion up your ass if you're not into it. That's fine. I don't consider myself any part of organized religion because I think most of them are designed for population control, just like everything else around us. But damn it, man, I believe in God. I had another experience in my life. Many of you already know about it that have been subscribed to me for a while. When I was 10 years old, I died. That's right, folks. Dead, gone for 20 minutes. I drowned underneath a sailboat. It turtled on me, mast was pointing at the bottom of the sea, and I got hung up in the rigging. I couldn't get to the surface. Well, my father was the first one on the scene. He's a physician. He got me out from under the boat onto the boat that he came out to rescue me on and worked on me for a while. And I came back. But one thing I haven't said in those particular episodes, because I guess I was worried about what some people might think, but I'm way over that. I don't even know why that phase might accidentally hit me. because personally I don't give a shit what people think of me. I do this to try to help you, to help the people around you. I want you to realize that we're safe. We are protected. But during this event, I watched the whole thing from about 30 feet off the ground. Yes, how the hell did I do that? Don't know. But I saw my dad drag me out of the water. I saw the guys in the boat. One of them I'd never seen before. Apparently that was the owner of the boat. And I even heard his name when my dad said, "Get this thing back to shore." And it was Doug. He says, "Doug, get this thing back to shore." So he hauled ass and put the motor in full drive, and we hauled ass. And when I came to, my dad said, "Welcome back, boy," very calmly. But then I looked over and I said, "Thank you, Doug." And his eyes got as big as a dinner plate. And I didn't say any more about it. I just said, "Thank you, Doug." But I'm telling you, all of the fear tactics are just an attempt to keep you in control, keep you silenced, keep you pacified and in fear of the government, because they are the almighty. Never. Remember, we, the people, are the government. They are simply figureheads that are supposed to be at our beck and call. The members of a cabinet work at the pleasure of the president. When he decides that they've just worn out their welcome, they're out of there. Well, the same thing is with the people that we elect. They don't go in there to work for Nancy Pelosi. They don't go to work for Pfizer or Home Depot. They don't go in there to do that. They are at their position at our pleasure. When they wear out their welcome, it's up to us to get them out. Now, we have a lot of fixing to do on our selection process, and I believe that's coming. And I also believe that that might be why Como has hit the news, and they have found through their investigation, yes, he was guilty. Yep, 100%. Absolutely. So, that's where it ends. They're just going to run it through the news cycle. They'll use him and they'll lash him a little bit in public, and they'll keep him circulating in the news, and they'll do it as long as they can. But if you expect criminal charges, you are probably going to be really disappointed. It's not going to happen. They are just going to use him as a distraction, and when it's all done, when they've accomplished what they needed because of the Arizona information coming out, then it'll be swept away. He'll be left out of the media for a while. They'll keep him in the dark as far as not in public eye. And they'll wait till the people forget, and then everything will be fine and dandy again. Now, there's so much going on. I could literally do this for an hour, but I know that there's a time limit that people have, that they're willing to listen to me meander on about these endless subjects of their attempt at this hostile takeover of the corporation of the United States, which is bankrupt, in another video anyway. So, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. But I need you guys to understand that the intimidation, the bullying, the threats, all the little shit they're trying to do is absolutely irrelevant. Just shut it out. Don't comply. Go on with your life. I've done this from the very beginning of COVID. I have not changed anything in my life. Because of Lisa's situation, we stayed home for, oh hell, I think it was 10 days at the very beginning of this thing. But that was it. And once we were knee deep in the research of it, I realized that it was all bullshit. I knew it very early, and then I started preaching it on here as much as I could. So this, it's just a show. It's just an attempt to see how many people will follow. You know, God bless the people in Australia. They're having it hard, but they don't have the, I don't think they have the drive that the American people have. Some of them do, but I think their numbers are a little depleted on the people that are willing to rise up and resist. This country, we're willing to rise up and resist, and you know, whatever that takes. Defend your life from a lethal threat, period. Anyway, that's what I got to say for now. Hit the thumbs up on the way out the door if you like the content on my channel. Tell your friends about me. Share the video if you will. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Do all that garbage. And I love you guys. Really, I do. Fellow humanity, we are one body. So spread the fearless faith. God bless you all. Stay in the fight.